They call it VPL. And I only found this out because we were at a gas station and we're leaving the gas station. She just turns to me casually and she's like, oh, the man in there had such a VPL. Did you see that? My dumb boy brain, I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm not looking at men's, I'm straight. And I'm like, VPL. And because my girl has a Gemini moon, yeah, I said it. Because she has a Gemini moon, she's like, you gotta guess what VPL means. She made it a game. And again, dumb boy brain, I could not guess what VPL stood for. Can anyone guess what VPL stands for? If you're a trans woman, you're not allowed to answer this question.
Have you seen my hair? She's a diva in her own right.
Give it up for a personal friend of mine, the Clark Kent of comedy, Marval A!
I learned some geography recently. Okay, I'm excited about it. I like to learn. I was watching a documentary on the Mariana Trench. Yeah, the Mariana Trench. Yeah, some people may be familiar. Last night's show, there's a lot of men who were like, I know what it is! And I was like, okay, great, steal my joke. No, I was watching a documentary, science documentary on the Mariana Trench, and I would love to share what I've learned, which is that a bunch of dudes were in a boat in the ocean back in the day, and they were just dropping rope looking for holes. And they began one day in the ocean, they began to drop a rope in to look for these holes. And this rope just kept going. They actually had to get more rope. It was just going down. Kept going. They were like, damn! One of the guys was like, that's a deep hole! Whew. Yeah. And I'm just wrapped with attention. I'm like, this is crazy. And they named her Mariana. Who is she? I want to know more about her. Huh? Who is she? I'm just wrapped. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, wow, that was a deep hole. The narrator goes, the Mariana Trench, the world's deepest hole, plunging 7 miles down into the ocean. 7 miles down into the ocean. I am just wrapped with attention. I'm like, this is awesome. And my dumb boy brain, let me tell you something about testosterone. Okay, when you elect to take testosterone like I have, you become infinitesimally stupid. You just get dumber by the moment. I'm sitting there, he's talking about there's no oxygen down at the bottom, but still subspecies exist, and I'm just like, the Mariana Trench is the world's deepest holy shit. Yeah, that's all I'm thinking. That's the world's deepest vagina. The narrator continues. He goes, in fact, the Mariana Trench, this person's losing it, I love it. In fact, the Mariana Trench is so deep that you could take the world's tallest mountain, Mount Everest, and fill it in the Mariana Trench, and there would still be 2 miles left over. And I'm like, of course the world's biggest is still too big for the world's biggest dick, and that's why men are salty. Nature's trying to tell us something. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, of course that's why they're starting world wars. They know. Can you imagine if Mariana was a person? She'd be like, Everest. She takes the mount off his name. She's like, you've been demoted. You better have some swerve game, because like, she ain't filling this bitch up. No. Everest is like, men die trying to climb me. I promise I'm a big deal. She's like, get out of here. Yeah, it's crazy. Life survives down there. There's no oxygen. Like, that sounds, there's a mysterious life that just comes on out. It's incredible. I personally love being a man with a Mariana Trench. Like, I wouldn't give it up for the world. Yep. And if you want to join, you can too. Okay? No, it's a weird time. It's a really weird time being a man with a Mariana Trench. It's weird. It's weird. And gay men make it harder for me. Okay? Yes, gay men, I'm coming for you right now. This is for you. This one's for you! Gay men, I'm a little annoyed right now. Because in the good Lord's year of 2025 and 2026, gay men took it upon themselves to be like, you know what? We're gonna teach straight white women about hockey and catching print. Catching print! I'm not happy about that part. I don't care about the hockey part. But I'm not happy about the catching print part. Now, for those who do not know what catching print is, catching print is when you deduce the size of a man's hog based on the shape of the print that is made in the print of his pants from said hog, okay? And of course the gays are meticulous and they're like, there's a grading system, A, B, C, and D. It's very German of you guys. I don't like this. As a Jew, I don't like that at all. There's a grading system. A is for a chode. So an A is like there's no print. You cannot catch that no print has been caught. A is a chode, okay? B, C is like regular, slightly above average. D is a Donkey Kong level schlong dong. It's a huge, John Hamm. I'm just seeing John Hamm right now. It's a liability. A D is a liability. Now the thing about, I want to say, I deeply love, I want to say one thing about Catching Print. I deeply love that we are objectifying men at the level that we have been objectifying women for the entirety of history. Yeah! I love that men are getting objectified. I do, thank you, gay men. But there is a group of people that don't love that now women know about Catching Print, and that is every transgender man you've ever met. None of us are happy about this. I used to just freeball it out in the world. I would just wake up, I'm a little neurospicy and ADD, and like, I don't want an extra step in my day, and now I have to think, am I gonna be an A, B, C, or D today? I don't know, because I'm a AAA on that scale, all right? Okay? Yeah, And then if I shove 4 socks in, yeah, I'm a D, but then I have a boner at the grocery store. Like, I don't want to do it, you guys. I'm tired. The cabal of gay men who are like, Ryan Murphy, RuPaul, let's let the straight women in on a secret. We got it. And what? Sucks for trans men. Yeah, I know. I didn't. You see, I'm just AAA-ing it right now. No, it's fun. I actually want to say, just like the first brick at Stonewall, gays, you guys didn't do this. It was a trans woman. Okay, trans women actually, thank you. Trans women, thank you. Let's give it up for the trans women. Gay men love to take the cake for what trans women have done. That's favorite thing. They're like, we threw the first brick. Gay men did not come up with Catching Print. Trans women have had a word for it forever. And I only know this because my partner happens to be a beautiful, gorgeous, exceptionally sexy trans woman. She's in the crowd. So Catching Print originally was called VPL. VPL. And the trans women, they keep it simple. They're like, we don't need a system. You either see that dong or you don't. And if you can't see it, I'm out. I don't want anything to do with that. They call it VPL. And I only found this out because we were at a gas station and we're leaving the gas station. She just turns to me casually and she's like, oh, the man in there had such a VPL. Did you see that? My dumb boy brain, I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm not looking at men's, I'm straight. And I'm like, VPL. And because my girl has a Gemini moon, yeah, I said it. Because she has a Gemini moon, she's like, you gotta guess what VPL means. She made it a game. And again, dumb boy brain, I could not guess what VPL stood for. Can anyone guess what VPL stands for? If you're a trans woman, you're not allowed to answer this question. You, sir.
Visible penis line.
I see you. All the trans women in the crowd are like, that's it. There's no grading system. It's visible or it's not, we're out if it's not.